Here we are live again. It's Friday. It's a little after 10. I said I was going live in a few minutes. We're excited to have you here today. And I know that today's title has kind of got some of you up in the air already because it always invokes emotion when we start talking about President Trump. Good or bad, it doesn't matter. And that is kind of the emphasis of today's teaching is there really bad publicity or not? And I think what you can learn today is watch how people get noticed. Watch how they get their product or their service into the general environment, and you'll be amazed. So today's session isn't really support or against Donald Trump. You all have your own thinking out there, and my thinking everybody knows anyway, so we'll leave that on the side for now. Today, simply, we're going to look at the skills this man has, whether you like them or not, when it comes to marketing. We do many times let emotion drive our ability to look at things and learn. And one of the things that I always teach people is put your emotion aside. Let's see what we can learn from this and take away with us. That's what I asked you. Just take a moment and ask, what can I learn? The answer is simple. You can learn marketing. So today, we're going to cover 3 points that I think are extremely important, and we'll get to them. But before we get there, let me tell you who I am. I'm Coach Manny, and I help organizations to increase their sales by helping them to build a sales process that works. And when we say a sales process that works, is sales is a system that has to work in an organization strategically, tactically, and somebody's got to keep the accountability piece going. So I do 2 things. I write and I help you increase sales. If you're struggling with generating enough business, which I know so many companies out there are struggling with it. If you're content where you're at, you're not one of my prospects out there, but you're always welcome to watch because there's great stuff you can learn here. And someday you may say, I really want to take this to the next level. If your sales team is off peak, if you need to hire your first sales rep, or you need to hire a new sales rep, or you need to hire all new sales reps, I've been doing this for almost 20 years now, and I do it well. And believe it or not, I actually came from the technology field. That I was actually a programmer for many years. I know some of you may not know that yet, but I always like to share that out there in today's realm. So the question today is, what emotion does the statement start in you? What emotion does it get going when I say Donald Trump, master marketer? And I know it gets emotion going with you. So I ask you to share this podcast with your list out there and people you know. Let people know. And I'm doing some shout outs. We got a great crowd today. I see Tony, Mike, Tom, Bob. Good to see you with us today. And Nancy. Wow. We are getting tremendous crowd out there. And I know a lot of you watch this on recorded or watch this later, but we always like to put it out there. And remember, we always put this on YouTube. We put it out on our podcast, so you can always watch again if there were points that you felt you missed. So just to review today's topic again, Donald Trump, master marketer. Not supporting, not against. Simply, what has this man got as far as marketing that he can teach us? Because whether you like it or not, marketing put the man in the White House, didn't it? You do many times we let emotion drive our ability to look at things, and today I want you just to look at the facts. Let's see what we can learn and see how it can help us to increase our sales, because after all, that's what we're here for, right? So let's look at point number 1. And there's no such thing as bad publicity. Wow. I know some of you are up in air already, but you say, well, there is. Well, is there? I understand that many of you might not like the comment and that you might not even believe it. But if you look at the last election for a minute with an open mind, regardless of which side of the equation you're on, look at all the bad publicity and all the bad stuff that was put out there on President Trump, all the negative, and all the negative that continues to be put out there, and yet he's a rising star, isn't he? He's getting all the attention. He won the election. Why? Because when you're out there in the public, it makes a huge difference. It's what people can see who you are. The person who's not getting any bad publicity, but he's not getting any good, and she's just sitting there wondering what's going on, is never going to build the business. You look at Donald Trump's ratings, they're getting higher and higher. Why? Because he's out there. His visibility is being driven higher and higher. He's the master at always being in front of people. And that's what I want you to learn. The more you get out there, and we can look at some local people, I won't mention them by name, but there's some local people in business that are so visible to us, aren't they? They're always out on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and that's what you need to be. Because I was reading a great article about the other day about 10 things, and I may share that if I can find it here today, about 10 things that are going to disappear. And one of them is TV advertising the way it exists today. So where are people going to see stuff? They're going on the internet. And who is a better master of that than the Trump organization? Always in front of people, the master at using social media to drive visibility. The one thing that Donald Trump has learned that so many people have not yet learned, and so many people in business don't learn yet, is social media gets you in front of people. And if you're not using social media in your marketing process, guess what? You need to start using it. You need to put it out there. Ask yourself, isn't visibility what you need for your business if you want to grow? Don't you want to be consistently in front of people? President Trump is the magic man when it comes to being in front of people. And that creates brand recognition. Like it or not, there's no such thing as bad publicity. And you're welcome to comment. You know, I'm always open. If you want to comment on anything I say here today, and let me share that point out there because maybe that'll drive some of you to get fired up out there. But I'll share it over here in the comments just so we can. There's no such thing as bad publicity. I'm going to share that. So if you want to feedback on that, go ahead. Let's get to point number 2 today, though, because we only have so much time, right? Point number 2. He is solid on what he stands for. You know the brand and you know the market. Do people know what you stand for? Do people know what your business is? Do people know how strong or how weak your product is? Strength in product is important. Do people know what you do? So many times, and I know there's many of you out there who teach this along with me, we teach people is you got to get out there and people need to know what you stand for, what you do, who you are, and you can't do everything, right? You can do one thing well. That's why today you hear me and I talk about what's my brand? I help you increase your sales. That's it, period. I may do 100 things to help your organization once we're working together, but the only way I get in is that you have a need for selling. So do people know that about your business? Do they believe in you and your product, and do you bring that message across? Now, again, one of the examples you see here is the message is always, there's conflict in the message, right? Trump's saying one thing and many people in the public are saying another, and there's this big battle going on. And guess what that battle's doing? It's bringing the entire audience into the battle, isn't it? And by bringing the entire audience into the battle, you're getting visibility. And what happens, strangely enough, sometimes when people see a battle going on, they change their opinion because they're listening. President Trump stands strong for what he believes in and his message, and all the time, that's his brand. When I ask you, what's your brand? What's the answer for me? What's your brand? You need to stand for what your brand is. Get it narrowed down. Get it tight. Get out there on the social media so people always know that when they're dealing with Manny, this is what they deal with. That's why today you can't really hide who you are or what you do or any of that other stuff, can you? You are what you are. And that's why you can go out on social media and you see my social media is totally open. I put out there who I am, what I do, and where I am. And I'm not trying to hide anything or impress you with anything else. This is who we are. And when people get that honesty approach, then they know a lot more about you. And if you stand for something, stand strong. Again, whether you like President Trump or not, he stands for what he stands for, and he's solid behind it. And I know many of you are afraid of losing customers and losing market by being too narrow. Forget it. By being narrow, you actually will get so much more market. I tell people, get narrower, get narrower, get narrower, because when you get narrow, it has nothing to do with your ability to take other types of business. It just means that all of a sudden, you can put together a heck of a campaign. You can put together a heck of a process because you're spending all your money, time, effort, and energy shooting this rocket out there. This is what I stand for. And wow, what happens when you do that? You can't do everything. You can't be everything to everybody. Focus and narrow your market. And remember point 2, be solid on what you stand for. So the market knows your brand and they know you. Wow. We got one more point today. I just want to let you know that when we're done here, we're going to switch right away to the Entrepreneur Toolbox, which is our weekly teaching and which is our membership site. If you haven't joined yet, please go to CoachManny.com, click on the Entrepreneur Toolbox. It's still only $29 a month and gives you access to everything we do with no additional costs, or just about everything. Plus, you'll get one of the bonuses that we're offering right now is get into the Entrepreneur Toolbox, get some time with me. We'll spend a little one-on-one time. So please take a look at that Entrepreneur Toolbox and get in there. The website should explain most of it. But let's go to point number 3. And point number 3 is very simple. Passion. Wow. Passion. Do you have the passion for what you do? I heard this on another great podcast this week. You have to have passion for what you're doing because it shows the whole world. You can see I have passion, right? I love what I'm doing. I love teaching. I love watching companies grow by 20, 50, 100, 200, 500%, depending on where you're at in the market, of course, and how much effort you put in there. But watching companies grow and watching people grow, because when your company grows, you grow. That's my passion, and I love doing video too. So I guess you got that passion out of me, huh? So it's passion. President Trump definitely has passion for what he's doing. He's determined to help America be a great nation again. And when he talks, he lets his emotion show and his passion really come out. and you can feel it. So when you talk about what you do, you don't know how many times I'm in a meeting or I'm in a networking event and people tell me about what they do and I don't feel or see any passion. Why would I do business with you? When put in a situation with two of the same products, and this person, this gal over here has so much passion and this guy over here has none, who am I going to do business with? People need to see that passion. And you don't have to be some great person. Look, if you love what you do and what you're selling, that passion comes true and it comes through. When Trump talks, he lets his emotions show and his passion come out and you can feel it. As a host on another podcast was saying, he doesn't let emotion drive his decision making, but he is emotional and passionate about what he's doing. I'm not telling you to let passion drive what you make your decisions with. You still need to use common sense and smarts. He still wants to do what's right for this nation. So when it comes to making decisions, he makes them based on the information and the people he surrounds himself with, as I want you to do. But when it comes to talking about your business, I want that emotion out there. I want that passion out there. Just think about it. And think about people that you've dealt with and people that you've worked with and the emotion that they have and how that gets you fired up. This is what you need to get across to your customer base. You want to do what's best for them. Your product's going to help them attain this end, and that's the solution that will help them. Let them see it, feel it, become part of the solution because they see it in you. Like him or not, you have to admire President Trump because he is a master at marketing. And like it or not, watch him, learn from him, and learn how to drive your business with that passion. Trump did it for years in the business world, creating very successful brand and business. And plus, he's been down, he's lost it all, and he's got it all back, right? Wow. And he still has that same passion. We as entrepreneurs can learn a lot. And today as president, he's doing it. He's making things happen for the country. He's leading the country as no one has for many years, reestablishing the USA brand worldwide. Now, take your brand into that same process and reestablish your brand as the brand to work with. Look at the tweets that Trump puts out there. You see passion. Again, I say, everybody doesn't like it. Watch him live. Look at what he's doing. You'll see the passion. Like it or not, you can learn marketing at the nth degree by watching this man. Wow. So, how do you get your organization to there? What is it that you need to do to move your process to that next level? Well, I got a few offers, but number one thing I'm going to tell you out there is get to this link that I'm going to share here with you right now and set up 15 minutes with me. That's the start, okay? Just go there, schedule 15 minutes with me, and let's talk. If this stuff has got you fired up about your business, if this stuff has got you fired up about I want to move forward, then we need to talk, because building your business is critical to your success. And as always, I'm going to share another link with you out here. Just remember, if you're trying to figure out what is it I sell, the first part is let's define that target market. And this is a free course just for you and being out here. So please take a look at that link there. Free courses from Coach Manny, which will help you. I don't want to spend too much time trying to sell here. What I want you to do today, and just let me go back through this, the three things that I want you to understand today is very simple. There's no such thing as bad publicity. Stand solid on your brand and do it with passion. Wow. Did I bring enough passion across there? I hope I did. I hope you all enjoyed today's broadcast, and please share this with others out there. Let's get some more viewers out here. I love to pump the numbers up. I hope this has helped you. Share the broadcast. Let people know. Get in touch with me if I can help you, because I'm determined to help many people out there to build successful business and get out there and start getting that publicity, start getting that visibility in your organization. This is a coach. It's been fun. Again, if you missed this live, you can watch it again. You hear us on a podcast that'll be available in the next week or so. You can watch us on YouTube. We're always out here driving home the fact that how do I get my sales increased? Thank you.